So now the subject of what we're supposed to talk tonight is Buddhism in 21st century. Oh, that's interesting. Buddha came 6,000 years before. 2,600 years. I came from America this morning, so I still have a jet lag. If I said something funny, forgive me, okay? 2,600 years ago, and it is really amazing. Look at the teachings of the Buddha, and they're still really and wonderfully helping and supporting and giving a path to the enlightenment and a way and how an individual can bring themselves free from the sufferings of the samsara and leading themselves into the peace of the nirvana. And all this, and some simply just fulfill their wishes and give some hope, and all different level, different way Buddhism works, and it worked all these 2,600 years throughout different areas at a different time, with a different culture, different language. It's wonderful when you look back. And I'm very confident, I'm sure, no matter whatever, whoever says or think, Buddhism will continue for at least a couple of thousand years in future, for the mankind, to benefit mankind. And although a number of people will say, and even the teaching traditions will say, the textbooks will say, this is Kali Yoga, the degenerated age, and the Buddhism is going or something all the time, they say. But however, I really feel it will be here for another, if not 2,600, but should be very close, should be here. To be serving people, to be helping. And the different level of the people, Buddhism serves differently. It's very interesting. Buddhism serves extremely well within the system of discipline, within the system of Vinaya rules, or within the system of very strict discipline function extremely well. Also, Buddhism serves very well for those of us, like me, ex-monk, who was a monk and become ex-monk, and who cannot be strictly disciplined, but yet very strong, not only in devotion, but practice of Buddhism, and it works extremely well. As well as Buddhism works, those who are highly developed individuals, and mind you, it really leads people to the total enlightenment. Total enlightenment is total knowledge. Total knowledge is the ultimate level that an individual can achieve, which we call it Buddhahood. Sometimes we don't call it Buddhahood, we call it enlightenment. I don't know why, but enlightenment, Buddhahood, all of those are same. And the Buddhism serves very extremely well to that level, to bring people to that level. And Buddhism also serves tremendously to the scholars. And no matter, however, me, I'm not a scholar. The Bandi made me a scholar, but it's fine. I have an opportunity to study Buddhism for over 60 years. And so, but I don't call myself a scholar, but perhaps, maybe, when you look at other people's listens or sometimes, maybe I had a lot of years to study, so a lot more information is collected, maybe. I don't know. But those who are very intellectual people, Buddhism serves tremendously. And this is a very, very, very intellectual religion, extremely. Particularly the wisdom aspects of the Buddhism, and the works extremely very, very intellectual knowledge, without which quite difficult to comprehend the true aspects of the wisdom. As you know, in Buddhism, it's the two things has to work together. That is, the wisdom and the compassion. Earlier, great Indian saints and scholars such as Chandrakirti, Nagarjuna, Asanga, and all of them, all these great Indian teachers from Nalanda and Bikramshila, all of them worked. They really presented tremendously both aspects of the wisdom as well as the compassion. And if you separate compassion and the wisdom, if you're missing one of them, and I think the Chandrakirti has a giving example of like a bird who has only one wing cannot cross the ocean of samsara, because it will be circling. Like the Australians, what do you call that? Boomerang. That if you throw it in circles and comes back, and so doesn't cut across. So that is the thing. Both wisdom and compassion are absolutely necessary. And the subtle aspects of the wisdom is extremely intellectual knowledge, and it really needs very careful analyzing, and we call it meditation. But it is analytical meditation. Analytical meditation that brings the wisdom, and concentrated meditation alone cannot bring wisdom at all. So that's the Buddha himself, as well as the great Indian teachers, as well as the Tibetan masters, and even the Chinese great old Chinese masters. When you read them, when you listen to their talks, and when you listen to their teachings, and you can very well see, without wisdom, without intellectual capacity, and it cannot be really find the true, subtle, the deep, subtle wisdom that really kicks the butt off. I'm sorry, my funny language, but